Greetings, I'm Andy Johnson, host of the Reading Instruction Show. I will be putting on a webinar on how to teach reading comprehension Monday, April 8th, 2024, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'll be providing you with some tools you can use tomorrow, regardless of what type of reading program you are using. If you're using a very structured reading program, if you're using a balanced reading program, it does not matter. I will give you some tools that you can use. And we are limited to 500 attendees, so I would invite you to register ahead of time, and I'll put that below this video. Reading is not sounding out words, it's creating meaning with print. It is a thinking process, not a responding process. 6 basic ideas, and this is just kind of a preview of some of the ideas that I'll be presenting. First of all, to teach comprehension, do not overcorrect oral reading. A kid is reading, stop, what do you say? You say, sound it out, or else you jump right in there. Kids need to develop what's called metacognition, thinking about thinking, so they begin to think about creating meaning. Does this make sense? So you do not want to overcorrect oral reading. Starting in 4th grade and up, the focus is on informational books. They're starting to read to learn versus learning to read. So 4th grade and up, generally, you need to start teaching study skill strategies. Those are strategies that you use to read informational books or expository texts. You'll need to teach them that reading a textbook is different from reading a storybook. You use study skill strategies for textbooks, not for narrative texts, because the purpose is different. I read a textbook to get information. I read a storybook to enjoy. Read and understand versus read and enjoy. So we use different strategies, and I'll be showing you these. So, when you're doing comprehension activities in general, you want students to be able to focus on comprehension and not word recognition. So when focusing on comprehension in general, you want to find books that are at their independent level or below, 97% word accuracy. So they're not struggling identifying words or recognizing words. That's just in general. You must separate comprehension work from word identification work. They are different. Focus just on comprehension. And comprehension worksheets actually do very little to help students comprehend. They're more like remembering worksheets or look back to see what the author wrote worksheets. They are very ineffective. Instead, you must teach the cognitive process to develop the skill. These are all cognitive processes that have been linked to effective comprehension. And we create pre, during, and post-reading activities so students are reading with purposeful intent. We don't simply give them a worksheet after the fact. That does not develop the cognitive process. And we do these activities, we teach the cognitive processes first in large group, using guided practice, then in small group, pairs, and eventually individually. The goal is for students to read with purposeful intent and to develop what's called automaticity. Teach in large group, small group, and then individually. We can improve comprehension by improving thinking, and we can teach these cognitive processes specifically. We teach the process to develop the skill. A skill is something you do automatically. A strategy is something you consciously employ. We want students to be able to engage in these cognitive processes automatically as they read. All right, join me April 8th, 2024, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Pacific Time, Greenwich Mean Time, 11 p.m. Hope to see you there.